Success can bring good or bad. It can bring enemies, fake friends, real friends, loyal people. But success can just throw everything at you that want to come against your empire. Success will sometimes make you have to handle things that you don't want to. But I'm the Black Dawn, and I won't let nothing come against my empire. I created the Black Dawn. My journey, it was deep. I was knee deep in this. I was hungry. I was determined not to work for nobody again. It was sleepless nights, broke days, hungry days, nowhere to turn days. But I created the Black Dawn, and I stuck with it. To death do us part. I'm not letting nothing come between us. I done tried everything. I even tried to go to college, but it wasn't for me. I said, forget that. I tried the doughboy thing, standing out there all day, making little nickels and dimes. Broke, I love my freedom. Then I tried to work for somebody. Man, I said, forget these canned goods looking around here, man. I'm wasting my time. So in the break room, I put together a plan. Black Dawn Records. Black Dawn, here we come, baby. So I signed my first artist. We made loads of cash. But with loads of cash come hate. From people like Smitty Jones. He got his own record label. He feel like we taking money out his pockets. I done heard bad things about this man. Hello, Black Dawn.
What up, Doc? This Smitty Jones.
What up, Smitty?
Did you think about that little proposal I talked to you about?
No, I ain't thought about that, man. I'm not signing my artist over to you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even think about it. It didn't even cross my mind, man.
Maybe you should think about it real hard.
Man, I ain't thinking about nothing, man.
Look, sucker, Smitty Jones get what he want. And what Smitty Jones want, he gets. Hello? Hello? This sucker done hung up on me. Rocco! I want you to go visit this clown, man. This Black Dawn. Tell him I want to meet him face to face. I want you to put the fear of God in him.
Smitty sent Rocco to kill me. But Smitty just don't know. Me and Rocco go way back in high school. Rocco just worked for Smitty before I even started my record label. So he started giving me rundown how Smitty want to put a hit on me because he feel like that I'm making all the money and he ain't making none. So he started giving me all this valuable information about how Smitty owe his taxes and he don't pay his taxes. He started giving me all kind of valuable information and everything. So I had to start thinking about a plan of how to get rid of this guy, to get this thorn out of my flesh. I'm not a killer. I'm not a murderer. He did say he owe his taxes. And my homeboy is an accountant. He can look all that stuff up. Let me shoot him an email real fast. I got to get rid of this guy because this guy is trying to destroy everything that I got. And he is not going to. I'm the Black Dawn. Smitty, you done ran into somebody a whole lot different. You ain't crumbling my empire. I'm the Black Dawn, man. It was a long day at the office. Man, I had all this on my mind. Smitty Jones was on my mind. Then all of a sudden I got a call from Rocco. Rocco started telling me about how Smitty got caught up. How the IRS and FBI was already watching him for all kind of other things that he was doing also. So he was letting me know Don't worry about Smitty Jones no more. Just continue to run my record label. See, things work in a certain way, man. We don't have to worry about Smitty Jones no more. And I was like, that's what's up. Appreciate it, Rocco. That's what I'm talking about. See, God work in mysterious ways. See, Smitty Jones, IRS and FBI already been watching him for attempted murder, conspiracy, and tax evasion already. And he got sentenced to 50 years in prison with no parole. Me and my artist took over. Black Dawn Records went to the top. I didn't have to worry about no thorn in my flesh anymore. It felt great. Man, it felt good to be back to work. Didn't have to worry about nothing, looking over my shoulders. Rocco came and worked for me. He started doing legit things. We got his record expunged. Everything felt great to be back on top and running Black Dawn Records. See, I didn't have to do nothing to Smitty. I'm a good brother, man. I'm a Black Dawn, and this is Black Dawn Records. I built this record label from the ground up. I got rid of Smitty Jones, who was trying to destroy me. Since then, other competition has came around. Dangerous competition. Youngsters that just don't give a damn. No structure. Just get money by any means necessary. They love to beef. But man, I'm not the beef type. But they keep targeting us. But hey, I'm the Black Dawn, and I don't mess around. So I was in the office doing some work when I got a call from the hospital that one of my artists has been shot by another artist from another record label. So I rushed to the hospital, and the doctor finally came out and told me that they lost him. I couldn't believe it. The war have started between me, Black Dawn Records, and a new upcoming record label. Man, I can't believe this. They took out my top artist, my breadwinner. They mean business by any means necessary. Now God knows I don't want to do what I have to do, but I might just have to do it. Black Dawn. That night I tried to talk to the guy, but he just kept on going back and forth. He said he wanted to take out the top dog. He want to be on top. And I'm the top dog. I decided to go to one of my favorite spots, a nightclub in the city, just to get stuff off my mind. But little did I know that all of a sudden, I hear gunshots. Rocco immediately took cover and started busting. Look around, eventually, they're shooting at us. As I was heading to the office, I just was thinking about what happened last night. This guy actually tried to kill me. He had somebody shoot at me last night just because he wanted to be the top dog. Man, this what it came to? I didn't get into this industry for all this. I dealt with Smitty. Now I'm dealing with people who want to kill me just in this music business. I'm gonna have to call this guy. So I called him and I told him, I said, hey, let's meet, me and you, one-on-one.
location, and time. We got to put an end to this, man. We need to talk, and we need to talk seriously. But of course, he want to act all tough and gangster, but he agreed to it. I set up the meeting with the guy. I don't know if he's gonna try to kill me or what. We both supposed to be coming along, but I just don't trust this guy. I'm gonna have Rocco in the shadows, in the wing, because this guy, if he try to kill me in public, he most definitely gonna have backup. I just know it.
I met up with this guy to let him know that we need to put an end to this. But the guy, he didn't want to listen, man. And I told him, man, we don't have to do this. But he just kept on saying he wanted to get on top and knock me out and get all the money. And I told him that's money for everybody, man. We don't have to do this. But instead, the guy, he shot at me and I ducked and he missed me. But Rocco was in the shadows. Rocco shot him and hit him and knocked him down. And I told him, I said, hey man, see, I can kill you right now, but I'm not gonna do that. Cause man, I just wanna run my record label, just leave me alone. Then I heard Rocco shout, watch out! And the guy shot me and I had to kill him. Man, I hate I had to do it. I told Rocco, and Rocco said, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I said, clean this up, man. And I'll meet you at the office in about an hour. Just clean this up, man. Don't leave no trace of nothing. I'll see you in a minute. I can't believe I killed the man, but I had to kill him. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I got blood on my hands. Oh, I didn't get in the industry for this. But he tried to kill me. That would be me dead. I had to kill him, God. Please forgive me. I didn't get in the industry for this. I got in the industry for love, not for this.
Killing that man, it didn't help me at all. It bothered me more than anything. My conscience, I couldn't sleep. All I can think about is him. I see his face day in, day out. What if his people come and retaliate on me? What if the police come looking for me? But man, what have I got myself into? I didn't start a record label for this. I started a record label because I love music, but I gotta keep going. I decided to get a workout in, and as I was working out, I was approached by this cop. He started asking me questions about a murder of a record label exec. I told him I knew nothing about it, but he kept asking me questions, what my whereabouts, and then we have beef with a artist that was on the record label, and I told him, man, I don't know nothing about that. I just know this, what happened is sad, man, but he just kept on asking. He just kept on asking questions, but then he went on about his business. But I was kind of skeptical, man. I said, well, I'm wondering what this guy know. I said, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this guy. So I said, let me go holler at Rocco real fast. As I was in the office, I was going over some numbers. All of a sudden, I get a call from a number, and it was the cop that I ran into at the gym that was asking me all these questions. He said he wanted to meet with me, and he said he wanted to meet with me now. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm thinking like, he sounded all demanding. He really want to meet, said he want to talk to me. He said meet him at this location in about 15 minutes. I thought about it. Should I take Rocco with me? I said, no, let me see what this guy talking about. Let me go by myself. It's something he knows. Let me go meet with him now.
So I went and met with the cop out at the location that he gave me, out into this wilderness. I was thinking like, man, this dude's gonna try to kill me. But he wanted to pat me down first to make sure that I wasn't carrying any weapon. So after that, I asked him, I said, man, what you want to meet with me about? What's this all about, man? So he started going over things. He said that my blood, my DNA was found at the crime scene and the murder point directly at me. Directly at me. That I murdered the record label exec. And he the only one that knows about it. I said, man, I don't know nothing about no murder. I don't know what you're talking about. He said, well, guess what? The murder point directly to you. I'm the only one knows about it, and I want to make a deal with you. He said he want $1 million a month. $1 million a month. That's what he want. He said Smitty went down the same road. And you see how Smitty ended up. Do you want to end up like Smitty? $1 million a month. He said, $1 million a month? Man, I don't know, man. He said, I'll give you a week to think about it, man. But when that week is up, I need your decision. $1 million a month. Or I'm turning all this in and I will lock you up for life. You better think about it and get back with me. I was like, man, this guy, man, what if he's lying? I don't know if he's telling the truth. Let me go holler at Rocco.
I went and talked to Rocco. I told him everything that cop had told me and asked me. I was like, $1 million a month? Man, there's no way I'm paying him that. So Rocco came up with a plan. Sometimes you gotta come up with a plan and do what you gotta do. The plan we came up, I have to take this man out. So Rocco snuck in his house and snuck up behind him when he got off work and killed him. Man, what have I got myself into? Now I'm killing cops? Man, I got the call from Rocco that it was done. And I just couldn't believe it, man. That I got myself wrapped up into this. I don't even know how this is gonna turn out. But I had to do what I had to do.
A week went by. I just can't believe what been going on these past 2 months. I killed a record exec and then a cop. What have my life turned into? Oh my God. What shall I do? I know what, I'm just gonna go eat some breakfast and I'm just gonna have to figure this out.
After a good workout, I went by a local store to get me something to drink. And then all of a sudden I heard on the TV that they had the officer that's been missing has been found. I'm like, what? No way. No way. But they say they have found the officer that has been missing and he's under investigation. I'm like, what? Man, they done found the record exec. Now they found the cop. And Rocco is slipping. I said, man, here, let me go talk to Rocco. As I was doing some things in the office, 2 officers showed up. They was asking me questions about the missing officer and the record executive who was murdered. I told them I didn't know anything about it. And why was they asking me? I was like, man, I don't know nothing about this stuff, man. They said one officer came and asked me questions and all of a sudden he ended up missing. I'm like, man, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. If I know anything, I'll let y'all know. If I hear anything, I'll let y'all know. But man, I'm just wondering now, like, oh my God. Let me contact Rocco.
For days, I've been trying to contact Rocco, but I just couldn't get a hold of him. And that's just kind of weird to me. And man, all of a sudden, I heard gunshots. Somebody tried to kill me. Oh my God. Man, the cops started really asking me questions. Why are they targeting me, trying to kill me? I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's a crazy world we live in. I'm trying to figure it out too, man. I don't know. I was exercising at home when all of a sudden I got a call from Rocco. I haven't talked to Rocco in weeks. I've been calling and calling and calling. He finally called today and he said he wanted to meet with me urgent. So he gave me the location and I told him, okay, I'll meet you and I'll be there. So I met up with Rocco at the location where he wanted to meet. And Rocco, he showed up, but he was different. It was something different about him. His whole demeanor changed. And so I was like, what's up, Rocco? You wanted to meet? What's up, man? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? He stood there and all of a sudden he snorted something up his nose. And I was like, Rocco, what's up, man? You doing drugs? Now you snorting cocaine? Man, what's the deal, man? I've been trying to get a hold of you for weeks. And then that's when he lashed out. He said, man, the cops been stalking my house. They trying to get me for the murders, man. What's up with that? What you told them, man? I should have killed you. Then Rocco, he tried to shoot me. We tussled with the gun and it went off. And I shot Rocco in the chest by mistake. I'm like, Rocco. I done killed Rocco. What do I do now? Let me get out of here. I can't believe I killed Rocco. Man, everything has been going downhill, murder after murder. What is going on with my life, God? I don't know. Now Rocco, wow, I can't believe this. I'm wrapped in the devil's web. I was back in the office the next day, and man, things was running across my mind. What happened to Rocco the day before? Then all of a sudden, this police shows up in my office, the same police that showed up with the other police. He asked me questions about Rocco, that they found Rocco's body at a warehouse. I said, man, I haven't heard from Rocco in weeks and days, man. He just, I don't know. Rocco, he just was different, man. I don't know. He said, well, Rocco's body was found and there was no murder weapon. You sure you don't know anything about it? I said, I'm sure, man. I got to thinking like, man, this is crazy. Things was bothering me so bad, I went and seen a priest. I never seen a priest before, but I confessed to him everything because he had to keep it confidentiality. I told him about Rocco, the record exec, the police officer. I felt like I was snitching on myself. But I had to get it off my chest. And it was just between me and him. My mind was just gone, man. Man, I can't sleep. I can't do nothing. These past months, it's just on my mind. All I can think about is that guy, that record exec that I shot and killed. Oh man. God, I need you. I need you bad. And then the police officer that I had murdered. God, what do I do? I need you, God. And now Rocco. Man, I killed Rocco. Oh my God. Oh man, I don't know what to do. Now I got these two cops investigating. Man, what if they give me life? What if they give me the death penalty? What if they plan it all on me? What if it comes back to me? Oh man, what I'm gonna do? I know I did wrong, God. But I need you in this moment, God. I need you.
They went and questioned the priest that I talked to about everything. But the priest told him it's confidentiality what we talked about. He can't share it with them. But they demanded that he share its valuable information. I got a call from the priest. He wanted to talk to me about the police coming by and talking to him. Now he got me worried because I'm thinking that he told him something. But he said he didn't say anything. He said I needed God in my life. And I was like, man, you're right about that. But right now I don't think God would accept me. But he said, come by and talk to him. And I was like, all right, man. And he just hung up. And I'm thinking like, now, can I trust this guy? He's human, he can crack just like anybody else. Now he got me worried, man. Thinking about the priest and everything he told me about the police coming by. Man, would he tell on me? Would he tell them everything I said? I don't know. But now he got me thinking. Man, there have been too many victims already. I don't want to have to make a fourth one. Man, but how I'm gonna do it? But he's a priest, for God's sake. I know. I'm gonna go down and talk to him and see what he got to say. I went down and talked to the priest. I asked him and see and looked him in his eyes. I didn't know if to kill him or just keep talking.
As I was leaving the church, one of the police showed up. He went in and talked to the priest and demanded to tell him what I came and talked to him about. As I was leaving work one day, this guy shows up in the hood and he shot me.
I woke up in the hospital after I got shot. Man, I lived and didn't die. The nurse came in and told me that the bullet missed my heart and it went through my shoulder. But I'm thinking like, who shot me? Why would they want to shoot me? I don't know. But I got to find out what's going on. Man.
I finally checked out the hospital, but I got to be careful. Man, who shot me? I still don't know. What if they still after me? Man, I gotta get my security. Man, I ain't had security since Rocco. Man, but with all this going on,
I got to get security, man. I just had to sit back and just think about everything. Just all this stuff just clouding my mind, just over my head. Now this priest, he's talking about I need to confess. And man, he's talking about confessing. That's more like telling on myself and just sending myself to prison or getting a death sentence because, man, that cop and record exec and Rocco, now somebody's after me. I got to get some security. I got to get back on my feet. I got my security in place. This guy was beast mode, by any means necessary. I needed a guy like him. Everything started to look like it started back to rolling. I signed my next artist. We started back doing shows. And that felt great, man. That felt great. But at the same time, man, everything was eating me up alive. I can't believe I killed Rocco. I can't believe it. Oh, what I'm gonna do. I was wrapping up at the office. And all of a sudden, I got a call from the priest. And his priest said he needs to talk to me ASAP. And I'm like, for what, man? He said, just come by the church. He needs to talk to me as soon as possible. I'm thinking like, what is it? What do he need to talk to me about? I went and seen the priest. He said that I need to confess and turn myself in. He said God been dealing with him about things that I told him. And he said if I don't confess and turn myself in, he's gonna confess for me and go tell the police himself. And I'm thinking like, man, what do I do now? Man, now I got this priest like a thorn in my flesh. He talking about going to tell the police everything. If he do that, man, I would never see daylight again. What do? I don't want to do what I have to do, what I think I got to do. Oh, man, I should have never went and confessed to that priest. Now more things on my mind, dealing with people. I wonder if I give him a contribution to the church. Would that change his mind? No. He seemed like he a real man of God. And he said God dealing with him. But we'll see. Everything seemed like it was rolling good. Checking out some things at the office. Until these cops showed up. Here we go again. But this time, these cops, they weren't all in demanding. They said they wanted to talk to me about something. They said, but listen, we know everything, man. From the record exec, to Officer Wilson, to even Rocco. But that's not what we're here for. We just want to talk to you for a minute. Just give us a second, and we can help you without all of this. The cops said they know about Rocco, Officer Wilson, and the record exec, but I said I don't know nothing about that. But they said they had a proposition for me. They said, man, look, Officer Wilson was greedy, but we just asked him for $50,000 a month and use this as a drop-off and pick-up place for narcotics. I'm thinking like, man, is the whole police department crooked? But they said, hey, think about it, man, and we can let all this stuff go away. Nobody know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? They also said, you better watch that priest, man. You better keep an eye on him. Man, is the entire police department crooked? Wow, I can't believe this.
But they did say they'll make all this stuff go away, vanish. But how do I trust these dudes, man? They crooked like that. Man, and then it's priests. Man, what's going on, man? I'm trapped in the devil's well. Ever since Smitty. And after Smitty, that record exec, and everything just went downhill from that. Man, how do I get out of this? Do I accept their offer or what? I was wrapping up in my office and that priest called me. And he started telling me that he's gonna confess to the cops and he's about to call the police right now. And then he just hung up. I'm thinking like, what? Let me get over there real fast, man. God, dog, what I'm gonna do. Man, let me get over there. Oh. So I got over there and I started telling him, I said, man, don't do it. He said, I got to do it. God is dealing with me on it and I can't keep this information. And I said, man, don't do it, man. I said, please don't do it. And then something just took over me, man. I don't know what, but I couldn't convince him. He just kept on saying that he's dealing with it day and night. He's dealing with it day and night, and God put it on his heart. These are human beings, man. And then I can't believe I shot the priest. I done killed this man. Oh my God, I done killed a man of God. What I'm gonna do, let me get out of here. Let me get to my vehicle. I couldn't even move. It felt like I was just stuck. Man, I done killed the priest. What is God gonna do to me? I'm not even worried about the police. I'm worried about God. I done killed the man of God. How God gonna forgive me for this? Man, let me get out of here. Man, I couldn't sleep for nothing. Nightmare after nightmare after nightmare. All I can think about is when I shot that priest. It was tearing me up inside. My mind was wandering everywhere. All I could see him fall. Man, God, forgive me, please. What do I have to do? I had to rethink everything. I had to protect myself. I had to take my security everywhere I go. Because I still don't know who's trying to shoot me and trying to kill me. I done got myself caught in the devil's well. I can't believe this is happening. What can I do? I killed that priest. Man, there's no coming back after that. Man, how can God forgive me for shooting a man of God and killing him? What I'm gonna do? So I decided to go ahead and take the police officer's offer. And they say they'll sweep everything under the rug and keep everything quiet as long as I drop off, pick up the narcotics for them here at my studio and at my office. I'm jeopardizing everything. So I went on and did it. I guess this was a trial run because this guy that came looked like a little street thug. And I'm sitting there thinking the whole time, like, man, what am I doing? I'm jeopardizing my entire business, everything I built. Man, what I'm gonna do? So I continued to run my record label, Black Dawn Records. My artist was doing good. Money was coming in. Man, everything was going great. I stopped being worried a little bit until a cop approached me and said he needed to talk to me as soon as possible. So we went back to my office. Man, it was about midnight. He said he wanted to show me something.
he told somebody to come in. And I'm like, whoa. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Man, I'm like, it was the priest. What's going on?